Paloma had an extremely difficult childhood. She grew up in a very poor environment. Her father was absent and her mother never really made things easy for her.
Tell me, how would you describe the relationship between your wife and Mrs. Estrella?
Distant. Very distant.
Yes, it is very hard for me to admit it. But Estrella always pushed Palomita to become famous and to take advantage of her popularity.
But then that means that Paloma's mother supplied false information.
Yes, of course. Palomita is an excellent woman. She has never cared for the money of Mr. Leonardo. Never.
And why do you think Estrella lied? And why do you think that she would have made something like that up?
I think that Paloma's mother is really looking to advertise her business. And she can also step into politics, as the interview may have given her the opportunity to.
Well, you are not asking me this, but I will tell you. Estrella has always wanted to take advantage, to try and establish her own businesses, the restaurant, and the community leadership. And now she's getting into politics. And this is the best opportunity for her to be able to use Paloma to show off.
I just don't understand when Paloma met Diablo Jose and he introduced her to such a mafia man.
He's far more than a mafia man.
Even Diablo Jose says he's a horrible person. I can't explain why I'm so worried, Marcos. When did she get involved with a man like that?
Paloma will get involved with people like that as long as she gets what she wants.
No, I have to find that man somehow. Paloma might be a liar, but it is still worrying that she's getting involved with a drug dealer.
What do you mean you're going to look for him?
I simply have to do it, Marcos.
No, Estrella, no way. Those men are hardened criminals, so you can forget about that.
Have you got a better idea? What should I do?
No, that isn't the way. That man is a pleasure seeker and takes advantage of everyone. Look, Estrelita, I don't want you to worry. But Facundo Madrid is capable of killing Paloma if he finds out she's betraying him.
Are you saying that your marriage with Paloma isn't a facade, just like Mrs. Estrella states?
No, of course not. And I feel profoundly offended because I'm an honest man, with only one intention to work for my country's well-being.
Well, one thing is true, that having Paloma by your side has really increased your popularity in the polls, am I right?
That is relative, Daniel, as there were people telling me that it was going to jeopardize my image. And I'm only interested in people knowing that Paloma and I got married out of love. We love each other deeply. People are not aware about this, but we already signed a marriage contract.
Well, Mrs. Estrella states that your former wife, Milena, never, ever was involved sentimentally with Mariano Zamora.
Well, that is an issue that I much prefer not to talk about. However, I would like to state in this interview that my relationship with Paloma has nothing to do with my political interests. And I want to make it clear.
Estrelita, you must calm down. Here, drink this.
I'm so tormented, Marcos. Tormented by my son's criticisms and with people's comments on Paloma's deceit. And now I can't stop thinking about Paloma getting involved with dangerous people.
Look, don't pay any attention to people's comments. You did what you had to do. Anyway, Paloma knows what to expect if she gets involved with him.
When on earth did she decide to get involved with dodgy people? That girl has absolutely no limits.
She's always done it, and you know it.
Sometimes I wonder, what did I do wrong? Am I a bad mother, Marcos?
No, don't even think like that. Estrella, you've done everything that a mother could possibly do. So get that out of your head.
Of course, no one can blame Paloma's mother. She's a woman who lived a very hard life, and she certainly wanted to take advantage of Paloma's new life and good situation.
A good mother would never badmouth her own daughter. Never.
However, even if Paloma has done something wrong, family problems are to be sorted out in private.
And so you firmly defend your granddaughter?
Of course! I'm very fond of her. In fact, I used to look after her. When she was a little girl, basically, I raised her.